What are idioms and phrasal verbs? Why teach them together? Idioms are usually defined as groups of words whose meaning is different from the individual words. So, under the weather has nothing to do with the literal meaning about the weather. It means feeling ill. If you sweep something under the carpet, you try to keep something secret. And if you put someone in the picture, you give them the information they need to understand a situation. As these examples illustrate, in some idioms the meaning can be almost impossible to guess out of context, while others are more transparent. Phrasal verbs consist of 2 and occasionally 3 words, a base verb, and at least 1 particle, preposition or adverb. Many phrasal verbs are idiomatic. In other words, the meaning of the verb and particle is different from the base verb on its own. For example, the meanings of give of and give in are quite different from the meaning of give. As with idioms, some phrasal verbs are more transparent than others. For example, stand up and the most common meaning of stand are very similar in meaning, as are sit down and sit. In other words, phrasal verbs can be seen as a type of idiom, although they are often singled out for specific attention in language teaching materials. Putting idioms and phrasal verbs together has a linguistic rationale, but perhaps an even greater pedagogic one. A relatively short passage of text, a practical necessity in most language teaching materials, does not normally produce 9 or 10 naturally occurring phrasal verbs, but it can easily yield that number if the target language includes both phrasal verbs and idioms. This makes it easier to present the target language in continuous text rather than disconnected sentences, and gives learners more opportunity to see the expressions being used naturally and to use them themselves in a realistic way.